Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, wherever you're tuning in from. This is the BS Buddies podcast. I'm your host, Joe. That is your host, Ian. And today we're going to do some more Would You Rathers. We're doing this more as a recovery for me, so we're going to take it kind of easy as I get back to full strength. And Would You Rathers are always super fun.
Oh, yeah. Now, the first one of these, gosh, we did it quite a while back, didn't we, Joe? It's been, I think, like 50 some episodes back now. It's been like 50 or 60 episodes since we've done one.
I think it's been about 30-ish, which recently we've been revisiting some that are 30-plus episodes old, so keep it fresh.
Bringing back some old topics, like our diseases one that we recorded while Joe was sick. That was fun.
Yeah, right before everything went to hell, which... yeah. Anyways...
Yeah. It's been an interesting past week for both of us, so we're both kind of on the low and slow, nothing that takes a whole lot of brain power right now, hence the coffee in the cup, because it's morning right now. And yeah, we need a bit of a pick-me-up to get into this. So what do you say, Joe? Should we would or rather ways through the video thing with the words and answer?
Yeah. That didn't help my brain at all recover.
that was coherent. That was 100% coherent.
What's the first one, Ian?
Well, the first one is, would you rather moo like a cow before you speak or bark like a dog before you speak? I think I'm going to have to go with bark like a dog on this one, because barking like a dog, you could maybe just pass off as like some sort of Tourette's thing or like a speech impediment
either
deal.
Way you could do that.
I don't know, man. If you have to go every time, like it's gonna raise some eyebrows. But you could just be like a and claim that, oh yeah, it's a speech impediment thing. Granted, neither one is very desirable, but I think I'm gonna have to go with the bark like a dog. That seems easier to pass off without having eyebrows raised in your general direction.
I'm gonna go with cow. I think
you're gonna.
It's a good vocal warm-up before every single time you speak. Just a slow crescendo of mooing before I start.
Do you think you get to control how you do your moo or your bark, or do you think that like sometimes it's just like it's the moo, and then sometimes it's the moo? Like you just have no idea which one it's gonna be before it comes out of your mouth.
I'm guessing with years of practice, you can try and get that time down and to a certain pitch.
You just imagine you with your friends. Hey man, you want to go to Denny's or Applebee's? Denny's.
Discord did not pick that up. All you heard was Mert.
Denny's.
No. Denny's.
You know what? I'm gonna leave it like that. That's for all of you. I'm glad that works as wonderfully as it did. All right. Oh God, what was the next one? I don't remember it. Oh yeah. Would you rather be? I clicked ahead because I was like, oh, I've got this one in memory. Would you rather be a genius that nobody listens to, or a moron that everybody listens to? Let's see. I know what I'd pick. I think I would pick the genius that nobody listens to. Mostly because it'd be very frustrating to have nobody ever listen to you, but eventually I think you could just learn to live with it. If I was a moron that everyone listened to, that's how people get hurt. Like, I've seen what it looks like when you have a moron that everyone listens to. It's called the military. And when you have people who are in charge of you, who you're pretty sure room temperature would give their IQ a good run for its money, you really start to question some things in your life. Okay, that's all I'm saying, and that's how people get hurt. So I'd rather be a genius, because at least then I can just be like, all right, no, that's all right. I'm smart. I'll eventually figure out how to help these guys without speaking to them. But being a moron, nah, somebody going to get hurt. Probably in a funny way, but still hurt.
You know, a lot of the times I feel like I'm a moron that no one listens to, so I got the best of both.
Yeah.
I'd rather be a genius that nobody listens to.
He's like, I already got a little bit of both. I'm a moron, and granted, that's fair. I agree
I'd,
with that too. I'm a moron that nobody listens to,
I'd
which is
rather
probably a good thing.
I'd rather raise the IQ points quite a bit.
I'll take the bonus. I don't see a downside to this. Here's a gross one.
Great.
Kind of gross. Would you rather eat a stick of butter or snort a tablespoon of salt?
Butter.
No hesitation.
No hesitation. Just imagine, like, if you have a cut on the inside of your nose that you don't know about, and then you sniff the salt on
Just I'm
top
at
of
well,
that.
I'm granted we've got a little bit of firsthand experience of this from middle school. I don't know why, but when I was in seventh, eighth grade, for some reason, everyone liked to snort the salt on the table during lunchtime, and it was not like a weird, not like a weird drug
I
thing
feel
where
like that
everyone.
was like a seventh grade thing because I feel like I would have remembered this
Yeah,
if
this was definitely, and it was it was just amongst probably my group, but it was like we would do it under, well, like right now, you hear me sniffling. Like you'd sit down at the table and just be like, "Oh man, dude, my nose is just so blocked up. I can't. It's all stuffy." It's like, "Oh man, here, snort a little bit of this salt. It'll clean it right out." It's like, "Snort salt? What do you mean?" "Oh, you just do this. You just snort salt up, yeah, just like this." And then it turned into the whole table was like, throughout the year, you just put like a little bit on your thumb. You'd be like, "Oh, you won't." So we were stupid. We we were stupid. So firsthand, I can tell you that even I don't even know what metric measurement you'd use for this. Half a gram of salt, a gram of salt, a minuscule amount that would fit on my pinky finger there. Even that burns. So an entire tablespoon, oh my god, your lungs and your nasal passage would be on fire. So I'm gonna say eat a stick of butter. Equally gross.
but more
And I still
tolerable.
at least I'm not gonna burn my esophagus from it. My grandpa, I'm sure I've mentioned this on other videos, but my grandpa was actually able to just eat a stick of butter. Like he would just grab a stick of butter and unwrap it, and he'd just take a bite out of it. And I tried it once, and it was terrible. It was terrible.
My fiance says she could probably just eat a stick of butter, no problem. She loves butter so much.
Oh god, I like butter. I like butter in my cooking. I use it a lot. I use it when I make eggs, grease up the pan. There's a lot of things I use butter for. Not consuming it directly is, yeah, probably also in that category. Oh, here's another unpleasant one. Eat a bar of soap or drink a bottle of dish soap.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. How big's the bottle? Because I
I'm
get
gonna
like the big industrial sized one.
you get like the monster one. We're gonna say, for the sake of brevity, we'll say it's like one of like the skinny little Ajax half a liter size ones. You know what I
Just
mean?
like the regular size. Like the ones in commercials or
Yeah,
smaller
kind
than
of.
that?
But like, yeah, even smaller than that. Like it'd be like a little bit wider than my air freshener can. You know what I mean? It's like those skinny ones where like it's not a whole lot. It's like a half a liter's worth or whatever, or a quart or something like that. We'll say it's that size. We'll say it's a quart.
That's that's so rough.
It's,
I
it doesn't make it
I
any better.
think I think I drink just because I feel like it'd be easier to get down. Because
Now it
chewing
doesn't say you
down a
can't
bar
drink.
of soap just sounds awful.
True, but I will counterpoint you with this. With the bar of soap, you can cut it into bite-sized chunks and just swallow it real quick. You don't gotta sit there and dwell on it. You don't have to, sit there and drink every last drop. You can just cut it into manageable chunks and swallow them.
I'm
Because I
gonna
feel like if you drink a bottle of dish soap, you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna end up like Alfalfa from the Little Rascals when he was singing his song for Darla, and his buddies pranked him and put dish soap in his drink. And as he's singing, he hiccups, and then a bubble comes out.
I'll just put
You're gonna be
gamer
halfway
subs in
through
my dish soap and at least get some energy from it.
You're gonna be halfway through the bottle of soap, and then also just a big old bubble is gonna come out. And you're gonna be like, "That's not right."
If it's good for the ducks, it's got to be good for my insides, right?
Yeah, man. Clearly, that's how that works. It's like the
As I
old
take a
rubbing
drink
alcohol,
from
rubbing alcohol outside boo boo. I'm not gonna finish that. There are two kinds of people: those who can extrapolate from incomplete data. All right, here's the next one. Would you rather always wear clown makeup or wear a hospital gown whenever you go out of your home?
Okay. Are we talking about like you're wearing nothing but a hospital gown when you leave home?
We'll say you have undies. We'll say you have
Well, yeah.
undergarments.
Okay.
Just to clarify,
That's
you do get
still a
undies.
thing you do at a hospital. I'd probably say clown makeup.
You going with the clown makeup? I'd go with the clown makeup too, because then you know what? Then I can pretend to be Joaquin Phoenix's Joker walking down the stairs. Do 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 do. Just
I just get a
I'm gonna
flower and just spray people as I go about my day.
just, hey man, you see this flower right here? Yeah. Just like a high pressure hose right in their face.
It's hot
Oh,
sauce.
God. You can just forever pretend to be in Joker cosplay. You can be really dedicated to the role. Plus, bonus side is if you eventually end up going insane in the next few years, you could just claim it was method acting, and maybe you land the next Joker role, and people can consider you to be up there with like Heath Ledger. Just saying, opportunities are there. You gotta capitalize on them, such as going insane with clown makeup to land a Hollywood movie role. Would you rather look old and feel young, or look young but feel old? Now listen here, Mr. Would You Rather question. I believe one of these has already applied. I already feel old. Okay. I feel like an old man as I am right now. I feel like I could be 60 sitting in this chair.
So if you feel young, like do
You
you
look
feel
old, but you feel
good?
young.
Like you can still do everything you want?
But can you is the question.
Yeah, that's the big caveat. Like, can you? Or do you just feel like you could?
Still break a hip trying to get in and out of your vehicle because you fell and bumped it.
Because I
You're
would
like, "Oh,
say I'll look old and feel young. Because I'd rather be able to move my body as much as I want. But if my body is old and I'm just feel more daredevilish, I think that would be awful.
I'm gonna say, because it doesn't specify which one, I'm gonna say look young but feel old, because at least if I feel old, I know that my body is still working the way I want it to, even if it doesn't feel like it. So I'm gonna go with that one.
Yeah, for me, it's whichever one the body is healthier.
It already applies to me anyway, so we'll just stick with what we got.
To you old 27-year-old.
I know, it's terrible. God. Also, by the way, if you're all watching this and you're seeing me sitting here and itch my eye, it's not because I'm tweaking, it's because the cat climbed up on my lap before we started recording, conveniently shed all her extra hair that she no longer wanted on me, and then just left. And now it's all sitting here floating right in front of my face where you can't see and irritating the crap out of my sinuses.
It's
All
just you
right.
feeling old.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, God. Would you rather listen to the same song for a year or only be allowed to watch the same movie for a year?
Same
Ooh.
movie.
Yeah,
I
I
never
gotta go
watch
with the same
movies.
movie.
So
I don't watch them often, and I listen to music a lot more. And if I had to listen to the same song every day for a year, oh, I'd probably go insane. You would have to put me in a straitjacket by like the third week. I would not last.
watching the same movie is just being a parent.
All right, you know what? Let's spice this one up a little bit just for the sake of funsies. If you did have to listen to the same song for a year, what song would you choose?
That's a tough one. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do a song that I don't really enjoy already. Because like I'm almost thinking a country song because I don't enjoy country anyway.
So you would subject yourself to constantly listening to this song that you did not like already just to really cement it in that you hate this song?
But I'm also trying to think of a song that has a lot of different aspects to it. So
I
like
have
every
one.
month I can like study a new aspect of such and such song. Do you have one in mind? I'm still thinking.
I do. And I feel like I might eventually regret this choice. Well, I mean, granted, any choice you make, you'll eventually come to regret.
Is it
But if I
Mambo
had to,
number 5?
it is not Mambo number
Okay.
5. I would actually pick Inagata de Vida by Iron Butterfly. It is a old hard rock slash heavy metal song from the 60s. It is 17 minutes long. That is a fact. 17 minutes long. You can look it up. In a Gata Davida. And it's like I like to imagine when they created this song, they just like all the band members looked at each other and was like, "Hey, what if we just made a song where like every single one of us had a solo twice?" And that's the whole song. Like there's a break in the middle of the song for 3 minutes where the drummer just goes off. Like there's like a 3 minute. It's like Moby Dick by Led Zeppelin. Just a 3 minute drum solo right in the middle where it's just him doing it, and then it changes. So there's like 3 or 4 different sections to that song where it's like there's enough variety that I feel like you know for the first 3 months I listened to only this section. For the second 3 months I listened to only this section for the. So I think I would do that. And granted, I'd definitely eventually get sick of it, but I think that's what I would pick, just because it's so long that like there's enough variety sprinkled out in there to at least keep me from going 100% committed to the psych word grippy socks for the rest of my life. Insane. Only like straight jacket and allowed to leave the house on Sundays. Insane.
I'm also trying to figure out a song that has a lot of different variety. Like I was almost thinking Bohemian Rhapsody. Um, but I'm also trying to think of a song that I would like to learn how to play on bass. So then I just constantly listen to the bass.
Ooh, do Dazed and Confused by Led Zeppelin. That'd be a good one for you.
I think just for the sake of continuing on, this my song would probably change, but the one I'm thinking of right now is Higher Grounds by Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay. All right. Fair bet. Fair bet. Safe choice. Safe choice.
I'm gonna look up Dazed and Confused because I don't know if I know that song.
Oh, the bass in that song is fantastic. I love the bass in Dazed and Confused. Very
It's a 6-minute
what's
song.
it is a 6 minute song. The bass is very not psychedelic, but like very trippy.
Oh, wow. I don't know this song. I very much know this song. Love this song.
Boom, 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 boom. Hey, there you go.
You know
Internet.
what?
That
I'll
was
do
my
Dazed and Confused.
nice, nice.
Learn every aspect of the song.
Well, now this question just seems very one-sided. Hey Joe, would you rather lose all of your earthly possessions in this world or sell one of your organs?
Why just. Why me?
Because that's what the question is. Would you rather lose all of your possessions or sell one of your organs? Sell an organ, man. I could probably get like what 5-6 grand for a kidney,
I think
dude.
you
I
could
don't.
get more.
You don't even need both of them. This is a
Yeah,
no-brainer.
then sell a
Why
kidney.
would you lose all your possessions?
You know what? I'll look up how much is
How much do you get for a kidney?
kidney
Welcome to the
worth.
BS Buddies podcast, where we end up on the black market selling organs. Just
Well, reports estimate that 75% of all illegal organ trading involves kidneys. You can get as little as 1,300 to as
I
much as
suppose
150,000.
150 grand for a kidney, bro. For that much money, your
But that
kidney better like filter your pee into like drinking water. Like for that kind of money, like I should be able to like pee in a cup and just immediately recycle that. There's no way somebody's paying that much money for a kidney.
I found a website that says roughly how much everything in your body is worth.
Isn't it like altogether your body's got like approximately 100 grand worth of organs ish? Like if you average it out.
The heart is worth about 1 million. Livers come at 557,000, and kidneys cost. Okay, this one's saying 262,000 each.
A
I won't read that because
million?
that's disgusting. Stomach is 500, and your eyes are 3,000 for the pair.
Three. Now. I'm gonna stop you right there.
That's
Heart,
probably good.
$1 million, a lot of money, but I can see it. You know, it's kind of like one of the essential building blocks of being alive. I got it. I see. Liver, 500 grand. Okay. Maybe if you're somebody who likes to contract cirrhosis every other week, I could see you paying a good price for that. Stomach, $500,000.
No, 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 no. Stomach was like 500.
Just $500.
$500.
Oh, I thought you meant like $500,000.
No, 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 no.
Oh, okay. Stomach, $500 makes sense. Pretty run of the mill, like just eating grilled cheese sandwich. Yeah, sure. I wouldn't pay more than $500 to be able to enjoy a grilled cheese sandwich. But your eyes being able to have sight is worth only 3 grand to you for the pair of them.
Yeah,
That should
for the
be
pair.
minimum 3 grand a piece.
They also calculated how much skin would cost. And that's the one I skipped. I can tell you later. I don't know why they said, "Oh, yeah. Let's put a price on that."
Yeah, well, Buffalo Bob or Buffalo Bill or whatever his name was would give you skin at a great price. So
Edward Dean, maybe,
yeah.
as well.
Ooh, here, Joe, you can get your inner Bear Grillsy. Which, by the way, how many more questions would you like to do? Because I
I was
totally
just
forgot
gonna.
to turn on my timer.
I was just gonna say this will be the last one.
Okay, okay. Well, we'll end it on a good Bear Grillsy note then. Would you rather eat a live bug or a dead worm?
How dead's the worm?
um, as the doornail. Like, I don't know, I'm pretty darn dead. I can't get much deader than dead. Once you're dead, you're dead. I would say, you know what? I would go with eat a live bug
That's what I'm
because
thinking.
I would pick, like, I hear crickets like that are really good. Like, they're crunchy, they're a little gross, but apparently it's not bad. Either that or, like I said, the Bear Grylls route. Get a grub, little fat sucker things or whatever. Like that would just be like, I feel like as gross as it would be, just be like eating a cherry or like it's not just and then swallow and it's gone, it's done. Like worm, if I'm thinking like earthworm, they just seem like they'd be slimy, and I don't want to put like cold slimy whatever down my throat. It gives
That,
me the heebie-jeebies.
that's why I asked like how dead's the worm, because it's like it could be slimy or it could be like dried on a sidewalk for 3 days.
Oh, we're gonna say freshly dead, not baked in the sun like a skillet dead. That
Bacon
if I have
worm.
to if I have to eat a worm like a pocky stick, I'm fighting everybody involved in this would you rather. Can I
Okay.
get some ranch for this, please? Just
Well,
oh my god.
it's time for quotes.
It is time for quotes. Oh man. You know what? I'm gonna pick a quote that absolutely does not apply to everything that we've just
Same.
talked about.
I got a Stephen King quote. Great author.
Oh,
Get busy
actually,
living, get busy
what?
living, or get busy dying.
Classic. Very classic one. Get busy living or get busy dying. You know what? I changed my mind. This quote actually perfectly encapsulates everything we just went through. Life is divided into the horrible and the miserable. It's either it's horrible or it's miserable. And I feel like that aptly describes most of the
Hmm,
situations we just talked about.
pretty much. So, thank you for tuning into this episode. We will get back in the next episode. We're going to do some more Reddit stuff. And hopefully, after that, we can get back into more improv once we're both feeling 100%.
Get back more into the swing of things. We wanted to give you guys a nice variety, mix it up. Our
But,
brains don't always work all the time. Sometimes you got to give them a little kickstart.
but thank you guys for BSing with us today. Subscribe, follow down below to become a bud today. We will see you next time when we get the awful images of worms out of our heads.
We'll see you guys when we figure out exactly how much all the organs are worth in our body so that we can have a good price number down to the cent of what we are worth on the market. But until then, you just take her easy now.